Right now I work for the GCU athletics live stream crew. So pretty much what we do is we run the whole game live stream pretty much, and we air on ESPN+. So there's a bunch of roles that you could do: in charge of graphics, in charge of be a camera operator, in charge of replay. So there's a bunch of different positions that we have, and they all work together to create the live streams that we do for sports games. Let's just say for basketball for example, we don't do too much for men's basketball games, but what we usually do is something like we get our equipment around 2 hours before the game starts. We get the equipment that we need, like a camera, a tripod, mics, and things like that. And we go in the start of the game, pretty much we run the pregame shows. So we run the pregame commercials, and we get all that set up for the men's basketball games to be aired live on TV. And then after that, we sometimes do some B-roll of stuff going on outside the game, or just like fan reactions and stuff, not anything going actually on during the game. We do a lot of that stuff, like just getting a lot of good shots of people outside having fun, or the havocs and things like that. Pretty much for press conferences, all we do is we get our equipment, we set up the tables over there for the press conference, and we put it together by just recording the coaches saying their things of what they had to do for the game and things like that. We film that, and then after the game ends, we edit it a little bit, color correct it, and then just upload it for our supervisors to see.
I actually learned a lot from this job. We all started in like early August, and we all pretty much didn't know anything about this job. Like, they all taught us how to use a camera, and like 2 weeks later, we were like, oh, we have a live stream.
I've learned a lot, to be honest. And honestly, I feel like I've learned more from this job in general than I have from the film program, just because it's a lot of hands-on experience. Like, we're always working with cameras, always editing, and we work with a lot of people that actually are professionals in this. So they have a lot of ideas to give us, and just give us information that we wouldn't learn anywhere else. One of my favorite parts about this job is just being around the sports all the time. I'm a really big sports fan, and that's probably one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this job, just because I really like sports and video all together. So I think the sports atmosphere is something that I really like, is just being around the sports all the time, getting to be up close and personal with the players, or just like being on the fields and just having that really cool access that you have to all the sports facilities and stuff like that you just get to see on a daily basis.
I wasn't really even considering like the sports part of like film even a thing in my mind, because I don't really mess with sports like that. Like, before this job, I didn't really care for sports, but now I kind of pay attention to it.
There's a lot of hands-on experience that you get just working with the cameras and working with editing systems and stuff like that. So that's something that if you want to make a career out of this, you would already know a lot more than the people that didn't have a job like this before they tried to get into a career professionally.
And I think now, because before I was just trying to go to Hollywood and just be on whatever set I could, but now, like, with this job, I feel like it opens a little more career paths for me. Because I feel like even other colleges might need camera people, or even professional teams might need me as well. So that's just another road of possibilities.